Hello everyone, welcome to my weekly Facebook Live. This week I am sharing this adorable little coffee treat holder. It holds these little instant coffees. I've done projects with these coffees a lot, these little Nescafe Taster's Choice coffee. Now, I'm not a coffee drinker, so I don't know if they're, delicious coffee, but they are super affordable, and every time that I've made little treats with these, people seem to love them. So I pulled them out again. They're readily available in your grocery store. I'll show you what the box looks like. So, and you get a bunch of these. You get 16 packets of these. So this is a really affordable gift, especially if you're making a lot of them. Now, this box would probably also fit one of like the Starbucks Via blends. Probably only fit one in there, but you could probably throw that in there if you wanted to do a different brand of coffee. But this is what we're going to make today. So we're going to get to that in just a second. Before we do, I have a lot to share. I need to grab one more flyer that I forgot to grab. So let me grab that right here out of my stack. Let's see if I can grab it. Okay. So let's discuss everything that's going on before we jump into our project today. So Paper Pumpkin, this is probably the last time you're going to hear me talk about the October Paper Pumpkin kit. This is the Home for the Holidays kit. 8 cards for each of 2 designs. It's going to be an adorable kit. It's going to coordinate with the November kit. So if you subscribe to get October's kit, make sure that you stay subscribed to get November's kit. It's also going to include a bottle of glitter glue, which is so exciting. I can't wait for that. So there's a link to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin in the video description if you want to get in on that Paper Pumpkin deal. All right, Stampin' Up! Is celebrating 35 years in business. So they are doing a huge join special. So you get 2 options. If you want to join my team this month, if you want to join Stampin' Up! This month, you get 2 options. I'd love to have you join my team. The first one is you get 35% off the price of your starter kit. So what that means is that you would pay $64.35 and you would get $125 in product. So that is a major deal. So you get to choose the product you get. That is all your choice. I don't choose that. Stampin' Up! Doesn't choose that. You get to choose how you can shop from the annual catalog, from the mini catalog, from the clearance rack, whatever you want. You get to choose that. So that is option number 1, 35% off. If you're watching your dollars right now, this might be the choice for you. Now, if you have a really long wish list, you might want to go for the 35% more. So what that one means is you would pay $99, but you would get $168.75 in your kit. So again, that is another killer deal. So if you have a really long wish list, this one might be the one you're going for. If you're watching your budget, this one might be the one you're going for. Now, either option that you choose is going to include free registration to Stampin' Up's virtual demonstrator event in November. It's called On Stage. And when you join this month, you're just going to get a free registration to that. And that's about a $77 value. So that is another huge deal for joining. I do some really fun things with my team. We have a fun Facebook group, and I'd love to have you be part of my team. So make sure that you check this out if you're interested in joining, if you have a long wish list, or if you've ever thought about joining. Demonstrators get a discount. There is no obligation to sell or do classes or do Facebook Lives, none of that. You can be your own best customer. Okay, I have my card crate class to go this month. This one features the Sending Cheer Bundle. This one is so stinking adorable. I have been playing with this one a lot. I used it for my week 1 of my 12 weeks of Christmas last week. So if you missed that one, this is on my blog and my YouTube channel. It's a little hot chocolate holder. I also shared another card on Monday featuring this bundle. So if you love this bundle, make sure that you check out the details on my card crate. So card crate this month is going to be a Stampin' Stack. You're actually going to make 9 cards. You're going to make 3 each of these 3 designs. They are adorable cards. You're going to get $20 in product. If you don't have the bundle, you can add it on to the price of your kit, and I will pay the tax and shipping on that. So you're going to save a little bit if you add on the bundle. There are details for card crate in the video description, so make sure that you check that out. Okay, guys, World Card Making Day is this weekend. It is October 7th, this weekend, and Stampin' Up! Is doing a free virtual event. So head to my online store. There's a little banner on the top that says World Card Making Day, and you can click on all the details for that. They're doing a free event that day. Now, I am doing my own World Card Making Day special for anybody that places an order during World Card Making Day weekend, really. So this special will run from Friday to Sunday. Orders need to be in anytime Friday, and then the deadline to order is going to be midnight on Sunday. But if you make a purchase, and your purchase needs to be over $70 or more to qualify for this little mini class, you are going to get a package of this. This is what the package is going to look like. This is everything that it's going to include. You're going to get 4 sheets of the All About Autumn DSP. So there's going to be 4 sheets, and they're all going to be different. So you're going to get 4 of those in there. You're also going to get 6 card bases, and then the extra cardstock for your greetings and stuff. And you're also going to get a whole row of the speckled dots. Now this paper and the speckled dots are actually unorderable right now. So this is a fun little way to just get a little piece of all of that while it's unorderable. But you're going to get supplies to make 6 cards. You're going to be trimming up that DSP. You're going to make these 6 cards, and you're going to get this class packet for free with your World Card Making Day order anytime between Friday, October 6th through Sunday, October 8th. Your order does need to be over $70, and it does need to use this host code if you want this kit in mailed to you. And I will mail all of these next week. They are all ready to go. So they will go out next week, probably Tuesday of next week is when they'll go out. So if you place your order this weekend, you can expect that. Now, in addition to this, because you'll also be using this host code, you're also going to get my monthly card kit. So all orders receive a PDF with 3 exclusive projects. If your order's over $50, you're going to receive the Make and Take kit that coordinates with that. So you're going to get these 6 cards plus another card kit for 3 additional cards. That is my standard monthly kit. So you're going to get 9 cards if you place an order in my online store this weekend using this host code to get the World Card Making Day kit. Your order needs to be over $70, and to get the other kit, you're automatically going to qualify for that because your order will be $70. I will have all of the details on these cards. I'm also going to have a little video showing making of these cards on my blog on Friday. So all the details on this World Card Making Day special will be on my blog on Friday. So if you want details, make sure to check my blog Friday, and of course I'll be posting that in my social media as well. But if you are placing an order this weekend during World Card Making Day, do consider shopping through my online store so that you can get all those extra perks and benefits. Okay, guys, like I said, if you are placing an order, please use this host code. Orders over $50 receive that PDF with 3 exclusive projects, as well as the Make and Take kits. All orders, regardless of size, receive the PDF. You just get that extra benefit once your order hits $50. Now, if your order is over $150, do not use the host code, and this applies for the World Card Making Day special too. If your order is over $150, don't use that host code because you're going to get the Stampin Rewards. But if your order is under $150, you do need to use the host code. That's the only way that you're going to get that kit, that World Card Making Day kit. You have to use the host code for orders under $150. I hope that makes sense. I promise it will all be much clearer in my blog when it's laid out on Friday. So get your wish list together and plan to shop on Friday. Okay, again, this is what we are making today, this fun little coffee treat holder. So let's just jump right in. We're going to start with our box. And I'm using Highland Heather cardstock for this. I decided I wanted to pull out some subtle colors for this one, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start on the short side. My cardstock is 2 3/4 by 8 1/2. So we're going to start on the short side, and we are going to score at 1/2 inch on each of those sides. So 1/2 inch, and then rotate around and do 1/2 inch again. All right, now on the long side, we're going to put that in on the 8 1/2 inch side, and we are going to score it at 3 1/2, and then we're going to come up here to 6 1/2, and we are going to score it, but only down to that first score line. We're just really marking. So I hope you can, yeah, so you can see we stopped at that score line. We just need to mark a trim line. So we scored at 6 1/2 down to that score line. I'm just going to pick it up and flip it over, and we're going to do the same thing, 6 1/2 down to that score line. And that's just going to be a little cutting guide for us. We're not going to do any folding on that, but I just want to make sure that we mark that so we know where we need to trim. All right, grab your bone folder, guys, and we are going to fold and burnish on all of these score lines. If you are watching this on Facebook, I would love it if you shared this video with your friends. That really helps me find new customers, find new people that like my videos, find new ways to grow my business. So that really helps me out. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel. Subscribing to my channel really helps me out. And plus, you never miss a video. Okay, so we have all of these score lines. Now, we didn't do anything with these, not yet anyway, but we're going to do some trimming. So these little squares in the middle, we're just going to trim those, and then notch in on the little squares. These are just going to be the little tabs. Nobody will ever see these, so don't worry about these. Okay, we're going to do the same with this side. Just trim straight up on that rectangle, and then we're just going to notch in on those little tabs. Pull those out. Okay, so move those out of the way. Now, these little lines that we marked up here, I'm going to, I didn't mark mine very, very deeply. So we're going to cut straight across those, and then we're just going to cut along and cut that out. Okay, just cut that whole piece out. And we'll do the same on this side. Cut that, and then just trim that. And this one I did not make very straight, so I'm going to go back and try to fix that. There we go. Much better. All right, so this is what your little holder looks like. I'm gonna move my trash out of the way. All right, so let's get some adhesive. I'm gonna use Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm actually gonna flip it over. So this is the well, no, we're gonna leave it on the inside. I'm going to run some adhesive along the little 1/2-inch tabs on either side of this piece. This is gonna be our front piece, so this piece is gonna kind of wrap around the front. Now on these little tabs, I'm going to just put a little bit of adhesive on either one of those. So just adhesive on these two little tabs and adhesive on the side, and this is the inside of the box. So go ahead and fold up the back of the box. These little tabs are going to go on the outside of the box, and then this is going to wrap around. So it's going to sandwich those little outside tabs into the inside of the box. Nobody's ever going to see them, and it's going to give you a nice clean finish on the inside, and you won't have anything grabbing or preventing your coffee from sliding in there. Okay, give those sides a good burnish with your bone folder. Go ahead and stick that in there and just give that a good little burnish. Okay, and that's it. That is your sweet little coffee holder. I'll grab a couple of these out. We're still gonna do some trimming. So again, if you missed, this is what the little box looks like. I found mine at Walmart. They're sold pretty readily available at all grocery stores and Target and Walmart, all those. So these are going to slip right in. It's a perfect little size for these. Going to slide right in. But before we put our coffees in, let's go ahead and do some more stamping. So we'll do stamping. We haven't done any stamping yet, so let's do some stamping. This is a photopolymer stamp set, and I don't even think I've pulled out the stamp set that we're using. Hold on, I'm going to grab my Pierce mat. We are using the Warmest Heart Bundle. This is in the mini catalog. This is one of the very, very last ones in the mini catalog. So I think sometimes the stamp sets in the end kind of get forgotten because by then people's wish lists are so long and they're like, I can't love anything else. I can't love anything else. But make sure to check this one out. This is in the back of the catalog, and it is so stinking adorable. This one was not on my radar at first, you guys, I'll be honest. But I have seen some adorable projects with it, and I had to get it. So there's lots of little images on here you can use as like stickers for, kids have water bottles these days. Well, I have a water bottle with stickers, so what am I talking about? Not just kids, but lots of fun greetings too. So this is what we're using today. So let's do some stamping. So I have 2 pieces of Pool Party. This one is 1.5 by 4, and this one is 1.5 by 2 3/4. Now all the measurements of everything I'm doing is in the video description, so you don't have to worry about writing anything down. And we're going to stamp these and kind of make our own little custom DSP. So I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper. One second. We're going to be stamping off the edge of these, so I want to make sure that we don't mess anything up. Okay, so I have the little flower stamp that's in here. So this is the one we're going to use, and we are just going to stamp the backgrounds of these. When you're stamping a background like this, you want it to look really seamless, like it's DSP. So make sure that you're stamping off the edge. When you go off the edge, that's when it looks more realistic like DSP. When you stay, if you stay in the confines of the shape, it's gonna look real boxy and not like it's a continuous pattern. But when you go off, it looks like it's been cut off of a big pattern. So it looks like DSP. And so we're gonna do the same on this one. So you can turn your cardstock or turn your stamp to get kind of different areas of that. There you go. So isn't that fun? So just some tone-on-tone stamping. So that's it with our pool party. So let's put that aside. And we need to clean this one because we're going to be using this one in Memento in just a second. So grab your Simply Chamois or whatever you use to clean with and pull that out. Okay, so that's it with this one. So we'll move that out of the way. Let's do our water bottle stamping. So I'm going to stamp this in Memento. This is more of a kind of like a thermos, not so much a water bottle. This one, there is a water bottle like a die in here, and it has the lid, it has a little handle too, so it's really, really cute. But today we're just using like the little thermos one, which again, super cute. So we're gonna stamp that and put that away. We're gonna leave our Memento out. We're gonna stamp the little flowers on it, but I don't want it to go off the edge. We are gonna die cut this, but I don't want those flower stamps to be off the edge. So I'm just gonna use some Post-it notes and just go along the side. And then I'm going to use one along the top here and one along the bottom here, just on this side. Okay, so we're kind of just isolating that middle part. And so when we go in and stamp our flowers, get a little more ink on there, stamp our flowers, we're going to stamp one here, and then we're going to stamp one down at the bottom here. So when you peel that off, those are all confined right into that water bottle area. Isn't that cute? Okay, let me move all my Post-its out of the way, move my ink before I stick my whole hand in that. We have one more thing to stamp. We have our greeting, and this little tag is die cut from the Sending Cheer dies. That is the bundle, where did it go? That is the bundle that I am featuring in my card crate this month. So this little die right here made this little label. So that that bundle has some amazing little tag dies, just little fun labels for your cards. This thanks stamp is in that Warmest Heart stamp set, and so we're just going to stamp that in Highland Heather. Okay, ready to go. And so we're going to set that aside, and we are done stamping. So let's move all our ink pads, move all that out of the way, and we're going to do some coloring. So I am using Highland Heather Light and Dark, Daffodil Delight Dark, Parakeet Party Dark, and Pebbled Path Light for all of my coloring. So let's start with Daffodil Delight. We're going to start with the flowers. So the flowers are kind of small. I'm not going to do any blending on them. I'm just going to go over them with the Daffodil Delight Dark and just color those petals. I want them to be a nice bright yellow. I want them to stand off against that purple background. So just add those in. All right. Doesn't take too long to color this. I actually made a bunch of these, and I just stamped them all, and then I just sat down and watched a movie and just kind of did some mindless coloring. So that's it with our Daffodil Delight. Parakeet Party, again, no blending on this. We're just coloring those leaves. And I love these bright colors with the Highland Heather. I think they're gorgeous together. All right, just a few little leaves here. And boom, done. All right, now for our Highland Heather, for our actual bottle here, I'm actually going to use the brush tip. I don't often use the brush tip, but this is kind of a big area that we're going to cover. I'm starting with the dark, and because it's a round object, it's going to be lighter in the center than it is on the edges. So I'm going to use the dark and just add lots of shading on the sides of this, and go down the side. Be very careful around these little petals and stuff if you want to pull out your bullet tip to make sure that you get it all nice and even. You can do that. So I'm just kind of touching and tapping. I'm not really doing anything fancy, but I'm going all the way around all of those because I don't want to do any blending around them. So just kind of covering the whole, you know, perimeter of them. And I'm going to do the same on this side. So I'm going to make sure that I add my dark to the sides, to the right and the left, all the way down here. And then just kind of go around those flowers, just kind of tapping that color in. Okay, that's good. So that is it with our dark Highland Heather. So now we're going to come in with our light. I'm going to just start up here, and I'm just going to kind of go over that and just make sure that those dark areas get blended out. And then the center is going to be lighter. All right, just blend out those dark areas. All right, now we're going to do the same on this side. We're going to just kind of finish covering the white space, and then we'll go back and we'll try to blend everything out. So just color very carefully around. Now, if you didn't want to color around all these images, you could stamp them and then die cut them. You could stamp and die cut those flowers and then just add them on to the bottle after, so you don't have to do all the coloring around it. Okay. And I'm going to just blend out all of those darker lines with my Highland Heather now. Just blend them out just like that. You could also, if you're making a bunch of these, you could also just die cut the entire, this piece out of cardstock and then stamp and die cut those and just add them on, and you wouldn't have to do a lot of the coloring of the actual thermos. All right, now for our pebbled path, I'm just going to color the center of my flowers. And then I'm going to do the bottom here and this piece right here. And that completes our coloring. So not too bad. Super cute. I think those colors are gorgeous. Now you're going to die cut this with your dies. Of course, I already have one ready to go, but you would set that aside and die cut that. So we have one ready to go. So let's go ahead and finish assembling our little box here. So I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of my Pool Party stamped pieces. I'm using Stampin' Seal Plus, but any adhesive will work here. So for this bigger one, this one's going to tuck down. Now you can see that it's not going to go all the way to the bottom, but it doesn't need to go all the way to the bottom. Nobody's going to see all the way to the bottom of the box. So just long enough to cover up the bottom of that box. Just make sure that you have a nice even border, left, top, and side. And you can grab your bone folder again. Just make sure that's nice and pressed down. This one is going to go on the front, just like this. I'm going to press my bone folder going the opposite direction, make sure everything gets pressed in. All right, now we're ready for our little coffees to go in there. And we're going to put this on, put our little thermos on with dimensionals. I have a piece of some of the foam adhesive sheets. I was die cutting some other stuff, and I just have a little scrap of this left, so I'm just going to use this. Stick this on, and just make sure your adhesive doesn't go all the way to the top, because this is gonna stick out just a little bit. All right, for our little tag, we are gonna tie some linen thread on. Where did my linen thread go? Here it is. We're gonna tie some linen thread on this little tag. So just pop that through, and let's see. I did a bunch of these yesterday and I had no problem tying bows, but of course the camera was not running. So we'll see how I do today. So you just I'm just looping it through, tying a little bow. Not too bad. Straighten up those edges there. Perfect. I think that's good. Grab my scissors. Let's give that a little trim. We have our bow ready to go. And I'm just going to use some liquid glue for this. I'm just going to put a little line of liquid glue across the bottom of our water bottle. And I am just going to stick this on just like that, nice and straight. Pull this over just a little bit. There we go. And that's it. Isn't that adorable? So really cute little gift. This is a really affordable gift. That thermos is so cute if you want to get the stamp set. It is in my online store, the Warmest Heart Bundle. It is adorable. Now, you guys, remember, I have lots of specials going on this weekend. So, oh, I just dropped all the cards. For World Card Making Day, let me pick them all up. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. For World Card Making Day, if you are shopping, head to my online store. If your order's over $70, you're going to get my special World Card Making Day kit. This special does not start until Friday, so if you want these cards, if you want the kit for these cards, this is what it looks like. Do not place your order until Friday. And I will have details on my blog about this special World Card Making Day kit on Friday, so you can check that out. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I had a great time. I will be back here in my VIP group on Sunday for another 12 Weeks of Christmas project, and that one, it's going to be adorable. I don't have it quite finished up and polished yet, but it is going to be adorable. So make sure that you join me Sunday in my VIP group right here for another 12 Weeks Christmas. It'll be week 2. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Bye.